My name is Varvar, and I would rather my club win the Champions League than my country win the World Cup. But first, let me explain how this video is gonna work.
Today, we've got 4 Europeans and 4 North Americans in the studio, and every North American has brought one controversial topic to stir things up. Once the statement is revealed, one European races to the table and gets 2 minutes and 30 seconds to debate it head to head. When the clock hits 0, the other 6 players vote to decide who took the win.
All right, so now that all the rules are set, let's start.
In 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'll be honest. That is absolute yap.
All right,
Come on in.
so what do you think about this?
I think first and foremost, you're forgetting that many people are from countries that have never won the World Cup before. So obviously, if you're from Brazil, Italy, Germany, these places, fine. Maybe I can hear it. But for me, coming from Ghana, as far as I'm concerned, that would be the biggest thing. Being the first African country to do it, easy.
Okay, I'll say that's actually a really good point. Being the first African country would mean a lot, but being an Italian, even just being at the World Cup nowadays is a privilege. But I'd still rather my club win Champions League because me as a Manchester United fan, I don't live day in, day out, like breathing the Italian national team.
No, and obviously your team's in the gutters as well, so that's
Exactly.
why
Yeah,
you think that even just being in the Champions League is a privilege.
Exactly.
But for most people, yeah, cool, get into the World Cup, that's one thing. But the vibes that you see when Ghana are at the World Cup, you see all the fans, they're banging the drums, they're doing the face paint, winning the World Cup. That changes the whole trajectory of the entire continent even. Now everyone now becomes a believer. All right, cool. They can do it, we can do it as well. Winning Champions League, you said United, you've got a couple, albeit...
I didn't support the club when they won. So for me, I haven't yet to experience that feeling, you know?
No, you're there sitting in the gutters fighting relegation. I understand that. Like, that's why you are desperate to be back. But just hear it out from our perspective. The World Cup is, of course, a bigger competition than the Champions League. We agree on that one, right?
Yeah, 100%.
You started doing the
yeah,
little...
no, yeah, 100%, yeah.
So then why would you say that you'd prefer to win the Champions League over the World Cup? And we know the World Cup is bigger.
Because every day of my life, I read it's Man United news all the time on my phone and stuff like that. Like, it's always, Ruben Amorim. It's always negative. So to have such a positive, like, feeling for my club would be good. You know, my country, we only really worry about our country's form and stuff like that every couple months during international break, you know?
If I was from Italy, I'd be worried quite a while for the last 2 years as well.
Yeah,
I'd be worried, you know, so I'm not sure.
But we won Euro 2020. I already got a taste of winning, you know? Like,
Yeah, but let's be, Euros ain't the same, bro. Big up the Euros, big respect to the Euros, but keep grinding, man. Keep grinding, man. That ain't the World Cup.
But I don't know. I feel like winning the Euros was insane. But winning the World Cup, the feeling can be
whole
down.
country celebrating, everyone's happy, everyone's on good vibe. I know you want that, man. Deep down, you don't believe what you're saying.
But I live in Canada, so for me, winning the World Cup, I wouldn't even experience it like I was in Italy. Like, maybe I'll fly to Italy.
Canada could win the World Cup.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
You didn't consider that part, huh? Canada could win the World Cup.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so the 2 minutes 30 is up. It is now up to the contestants to vote on who they think won the debate. Red being Europe, green being North America.
Make the right choice. Don't waste time. Start raising the flags. Come on.
3, 2, 1.
Oh! I was about to get up and start leaving.
That's a clean sweep.
That was not a sweep. That was not a sweep.
Amenya's point on Canada winning the World Cup, that would be big too.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
It's about
I
the
agree
debate.
with you,
We
but
did
I just
five.
think your points, you could have been a bit
You could have been stronger, yeah.
It's okay, Vargar, there's 2 more.
Yeah, there's 2 more.
I gotta get my get back now. I gotta get my get back. All right, so Europe jumps out to a quick 1-0 lead. Let's get to the second debate.
3, 2, 1.
Lights out.
Europe.
All right, so what's your point?
Come on, North America.
So where Amenya finished off there, you're an Italy fan, not a Canada fan, right?
Well, I'm both. I dual national, let's say.
Okay, but if Canada got to a World Cup final, you'd support Canada, right?
Yeah, if they got to a World Cup final.
So technically, if Canada were to win the World Cup, that would definitely be more than Manchester United winning the Champions League, right? Because Italy have won the World Cup.
I don't know. Like, for me, winning the Champions League with Man United is like the dream.
There's no way.
Even like the Premier League. I might rather a Premier League also.
You know, also you were saying that like, oh, every day I load up and I'm looking at Matt, bro. You don't even know you support. So you're not going to load it with Canada or Italy, right?
Well, I mean, I
You
get,
need to choose your
I get
nation.
Canada news, I get Italy news, I get both news.
And then what, you support both?
Yes, I support
So
both.
Canada and Italy play each other in a World Cup final. Who are you supporting? This guy's he doesn't
It's
know.
Canada. I'll probably support Canada.
Yeah, so then Canada winning the World Cup is definitely bigger than Italy winning the World Cup, therefore bigger for you. Canada winning the World Cup is not bigger than Italy winning the World Cup.
For
He's
me,
waffling.
maybe. For me, maybe. But I think you have to look at my perspective, okay? I started supporting Man United when the last Premier League title was won. Like the day I came back from school, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna start supporting this team in red. Since then, it's been depression. Like from that day.
But Canada have never even they've never even been close to winning a World Cup.
Man United have never even been close to winning the Premier League or the Champions League.
Yeah, but Canada have never in their history. You've heard stories from your dad, your uncle, your friends. United were a good team, man. Scholes, Keane. But Canada have never had that. Soccer.
Premier League.
Whereas now you've got Alphonso Davies or bust.
No, that's not true. We got a couple ballers. You
Go
guys,
on,
you guys haven't heard of them in Europe yet.
Name some Canadian
We got the Villarreal striker. He's a baller.
Villarreal.
Tejan Buchanan. He's a baller. Played at Inter.
We're at two.
Okay. Ishmael Kone.
Okay.
Okay.
His name in bench
Oh, Jonathan David.
Oh my
yeah, it's
God.
true. Jonathan
He's
David.
here, even over here.
Yeah, you see?
Listen, I think it matters on who you support. I'm a Pakistan fan. I'm not an England fan. If Pakistan were even to make a World Cup, I'd lose my mind. Us to win the World Cup, I'd fall off for that.
Wait, you don't support England?
Nah, why would I
Where do you
support
live?
Whoa, this is a whole different debate. This guy radio.
I'm Italian. I live in Canada.
Yeah, so then I'm Italian. I'm not Canadian.
Wait, what? That goes against what you just said.
I have to help him out.
Where do you
It
live?
was looking bad. It was
I'm
looking
telling
good.
you.
That was an own goal, by the way. Where do you live?
Not Manchester.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Green.
You saying
Green.
nothing, dog. You saying nothing.
You
bro.
forgot Jonathan David.
You just disagree with it.
brother. No way.
No, you just continue this point. You didn't bring a new point
I've
to the
got some new
table.
points in there.
This debate is hard to do because I'm more attached to my club like he is compared to his nation. So you're never going to convince the other person
Yeah, of course.
the other
But I
way.
find nobody was convincing anyone of anything. They were just trying to
In
prove
my head,
that
I'm already cooking for the next one. So whoever's coming up next, you're getting cooked.
I don't
telling
believe in you. I don't believe in you. I don't believe in you.
So Europe jump out to a 2-0 lead. Let's get to the third debate.
3, 2, 1.
Go on then.
You know what? I want to hear you. I want to hear you. Speak.
Okay, so now I'm going to bring up a different point because this one's, I'm knocking it on the head. It's not getting through to these people. So I have to speak to a different point. Club football is so much harder to win than international football. The Champions League and Premier League, it's literally excellence. Country, these players get together like 2 weeks out of every 3 months, you know? Meanwhile, club football, these players are training every single day together, getting the tactical formations down to a T, but international football is the complete opposite. It's just vibes at that point, to be honest.
Okay, club competitions, right? Let's take the Champions League, for example. How many years have you been waiting for a Champions League?
Over a decade.
Over a decade.
Almost 15
Now,
years.
in those decades, yeah, the Champions League, when do you play it?
Rarely. Me.
No, yeah, I mean, United, yeah, sure. But when do
rarely.
you have the occasion to play and qualify for it?
Every year.
Every single year. We're talking about a World Cup that's every 4 years. Every 4 years, you got one chance. If you miss that chance, it's another 4 years. You're talking about, you train with these players every day, every week, all of that, National team. In 4 years, you think you're going to have the same squad? No, every time it's always a rebuild or a new generation or new something. And when you manage to grab one, this is one that's here to stay. You get the stars on your crest and everything. Champions League, you can't
Same thing for
you
Champions
can't
League.
even remember. You can't even remember the feeling of a Champions League.
I wasn't a fan.
I wasn't a fan, but if we ask the United fans, they're like, oh yeah, the Champions League was great. But every year they won one. Every year they expect something to happen. Every year they buy new players. But every 4 years, you expect to have a new generation that's going to be built all together. Belgium, we talk to them as a failing nation because they didn't manage to win the World Cup with all of those players.
Arsenal
When
are a
they
failing
the
Premier
best
League club.
in
They
their
haven't won
clubs.
anything.
Bro, come on, man.
I'll use the Ghana and the Pakistan example, okay? It's same thing club-wise. If you were to tell a Notts County fan that you won Champions League, they would celebrate so much too. Like, it's like clubs that don't, there's countries that don't have much history in terms of like international football. There's also clubs the same way where if you were to tell them that they were going to win a Champions League, there's fans would take that over any day. A Notts County fan would take a Champions League with Notts County over maybe a World Cup with England. That if they've been born since 1966. I'll say that. If they've been born for like 100 years, you know?
100 years.
3, 2, 1.
Green. This one's green.
Yeah, I gotta say, the last point was good.
Let's go! Notts County.
We got
Gotta give him
our
one
colours
there.
from Notts County, man. I like Notts County. That's a good point.
I like the point
Yeah.
you made, though.
I mean, I'm on a bit of a draw for this one, you know.
Yeah, honestly,
I
it's
still
like
get the
You
point.
started to lose me towards the end with the Notts County thing. I disagree.
It should be.
Like, they're the proper English people. They will take a World Cup over anything.
I don't know what the demographics of England are. What's a good
It
city
was your
then?
point. It was your point. I didn't ask you to make the point.
What's a good club then to use for that example?
No, do it for like Liverpool fans. They will probably have like, oh,
Yeah, but
Because they're scouts,
don't
not
want
English.
English. Yeah, they're scouts.
exactly.
They're scouts, innit? Crazy.
So moving on to the next topic, North America is a little behind, but now it is my turn to debate. And the topic is the new Champions League format is trash.
In 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Go on, Luca. Go on, Luca.
Come on.
Oh boy, and I got to debate the Juve fan? All right,
Meet again, man.
let's rock and
Juventus
roll, let's
Inter.
rock and roll. So why do you think the format isn't trash?
I think trash is a very harsh adjective.
subpar to the old format.
Because I think it's more exciting now. There's more big games.
I disagree.
How?
We just had Bayern versus PSG and nothing changed in the
There
table.
are a lot of injuries.
Yeah,
That's
but-
why
but
maybe
that-
the game on paper wasn't as equal as you.
I'm not
as it
even
maybe
talking
could have
about
been.
on paper, just the result. Nothing really changed in that group. PSG are still in a top 8 spot and Bayern's top 3. So realistically, that game, if that was in a group stage game, that would have actually decided a group. Realistically,
winner,
yeah, the
realistically,
winner
yeah.
of the group. That to me is exciting. This league format really doesn't kick in until maybe game week 7, game week 8. Like last year, we saw PSG just making it through Man City, but we all knew that they were going to go through anyways. So for me, I didn't see it as entertaining. I think the group format was honestly a lot. The games meant a lot more.
But I think the storylines are still interesting. For example, Arsenal played PSG last season very early on in the group, in the new group stage format, right? And Arsenal were by far the better team in that game. However, then we saw the same fixture in the semi-final in the same competition a year later, and the roles had reversed. PSG had developed a lot as a team, and it was interesting to compare the two teams. Arsenal was still a top-level team. They didn't drop off. But PSG improved massively. So I think the early stage games, maybe there's not as much tension as you probably like, or there are in, I don't know, the last few match
Well, yeah,
days of the group
that's
stage.
mainly what I'm
Of
arguing.
course, but then I would argue that the last few games of the match days are so good and so much better than the last few in the old format, where the table's constantly changing.
No, I honestly think.
Outweighs the early boring games in your opinion.
Well, the thing is that I'm an Inter fan.
Okay.
And those last 2 match days really did not change the fact whether or not I'd be in the knockouts.
because you were so good before.
Because we had such a good record, we were already in the top 8. For me, that top 8, once you're already there after match week 7, match week 8, it really doesn't mean much. Those last 2 games, I didn't really have a lot of skin in the game.
But you're thinking from a personal point of view. From a
Yeah.
collective, from a footballing point of view,
Yeah.
it was very exciting to watch.
But realistically, the only 2 storylines last year were Manchester City and PSG maybe not getting it, maybe. But those matchups at the end were so poor that Manchester City and PSG were the heavy favorites going into that. We knew they were going through.
But there were a lot of good teams that were almost underperforming in it. For example, my team Juventus,
Yeah, of
outside
course.
of the top 24
Well, they're
at one point.
underperforming now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, whatever. But also, a lot of the French teams are in the top 8, which
That's
is
true.
very fascinating to see.
In 3, 2, 1.
Really, they're good. It's tough. Oh,
It was a little bit of rage bait at the end. That was
I apologize.
It's a little sucker punch.
He added a bit of swagger
There's a
to it, you
little
know?
punch at the end.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Don't worry, Luke. I'm going to get you some revenge, mate. I got you, pal. Oh.
All right. So I'll let you begin.
Very straightforward. You kind of made my point for me, actually, in that previous one. You spoke about the teams that were already there. The quarterfinals, the final 8, ended up being the top 8 teams, minus obviously Liverpool, who got eliminated by PSG, who went on to win it. So on a quality kind of conversation, all the best teams made it into the last 8, and then obviously we know last 4, final, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
So that's one thing already.
Yeah.
Entertainment-wise, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, I get it. You might not rate match day 2, match day 3. In the old format, you've got one whipping boy at the bottom, some big respect to Slavia Prague and FC Thun and these
course.
guys. You play them back-to-back, you get 6 points, and then sure, you can argue about are you going to finish first or second or whatever. But here, it's different because you drop one game, suddenly you're finishing second or third to fifth. There is slight differences there. So I would say it matters.
But for me, the slight difference isn't enough to make such a dramatic change. Another point that I would honestly bring up is that the knockout rounds is kind of somewhat unnecessary for me because we end up seeing smaller teams facing, let's say, larger teams that have somewhat underperformed. And maybe there's some shocking results that maybe a couple small teams end up going through, but at the end of the day, they still have to face that top 8. And that top 8 are so much stronger than whatever kind of slipped through the cracks that It's indifferent to the whole tournament.
But that's what it's meant to be. So in the end, the better teams go through and call it. I don't understand it.
Yeah,
You had
but
Man
we could
City
do
versus
that.
Real Madrid, for
But we could
example.
do that with 2 less group stage games, and we could do that without a knockout round. Like we've already proven in other Champions League
As far as I'm
formats.
concerned, I enjoyed Man City Real Madrid. I can't lie. That was a heated.
Yeah, but we were getting that deeper into like quarterfinals, semifinals. Like now we're
But
getting
they
that
didn't
what in the
perform.
knockouts.
They didn't perform, man. So therefore, they had to play in the playoff. I think that makes perfect sense. You get the best teams going through rather than
Yeah, but
again,
that's
you have your-
rewarding. That's rewarding teams that are doing poorly. Like
How is it? The best teams ended up getting to the quarterfinals.
But best team you think on paper or best team performance-wise?
Performance-wise, in the 8 games, they won enough. What do you mean? No, they all got through and then won their games. I don't understand. And then they knocked out whoever got through the playoffs and finished 15th
Yeah,
and 16th.
the
except
playoffs
for
the-
PSG.
Like the playoffs to me is an unnecessary round. We were getting the best teams anyways,
So
regardless.
so
of
you
that.
just want them to just eliminate it straight away, or I don't understand.
We need to honestly just be more efficient with the tournament process. We can't like I understand the economic way of going about it, but we need to understand more games doesn't mean better quality.
Nah, I can't lie. I'm not with you on that one. That part is not really with it.
In 3, 2, 1.
I think
Ooh, that was low-key
I
close.
think you guys are
Oh,
very close.
look at that. Do I get a little North American bias here?
Oh,
Billy lost it for me when he just said no. Well, you want to add to that or just no?
If I go neutral, then
I win.
we go to penalties. Go away, we go penalties.
My only
One point.
We go to a playoff.
Yeah, exactly.
my only thing is that the Real Madrid Man City game wasn't that just a draw? Like it just happened to be that it was Real Madrid and Man City. Like that would have never happened, or else it was randomized.
I got other points, bro.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. That was a good
I
one.
don't affect the result.
Unfortunately, I didn't get the point on that one, but I still need to face one more person.
In 3, 2, 1.
He wants it.
Me, I agree with him.
You can't let me go again.
I did get his votes.
Welcome to Europe.
Welcome to
No, I'm not shaking. I'm not shaking your hand, bro.
Sono di Campobasso.
Bellissimo.
Absolutely disgusting. I'm facing my own brother here.
I'll
but,
get my reps in. I'll
let you go.
So basically, my point is, so as a Juventus fan, I'm not making it far into the tournament, most likely. I can be delusional and say, oh, this is going to be the year that I win it, but it's not happening.
Okay.
And for a lot of the teams, for the majority of the teams, the group stage previously and now the league phase is the bulk of your entertainment for Champions League. And it also matters revenue-wise, because if I get to play a Real Madrid, I'm obviously going to make more money than if I play like a Kairat Almaty.
Yeah.
And if in the group stage, the previous format, Real Madrid isn't in my group, well, I no longer get that possible revenue. Okay. Now I have more possibility to play those top-tier teams, aka revenue versus the big teams, and I get a wide variety of entertainment because I get to play 8 different teams.
So what you're saying is you're just happy your team is in there for entertainment purposes.
I think it's
No,
more
I didn't
entertaining
realize
for the fan base.
I didn't realize this was a participation league.
Well,
like just have fun league.
Millie,
This is the Champions League.
How many teams win the Champions League? There's only one team that wins
Yeah,
the
but
Champions
every
League.
team in there should be a top Champions League side.
So there's only one team that gets the ultimate experience in the Champions League. The fan experience.
So
is
you're
them
just happy
winning.
to be there.
No, everyone else is happy to be there. If
So
you're
Kairat Almaty's happy to be there.
Millie, you just lost the CL final.
Oh yeah, but Inter was
Yeah, let's speak.
Inter was good, was enough quality to make it to a CL final. A Kairat Almaty or Juventus is not enough quality to
Sure,
make it
but
to a
in
CL
history
final.
books, you didn't win and Juventus didn't win.
Yeah, but you know you're taking out the whole context.
I'm talking about the road to the winner is important.
It's extremely important.
It's the most
You want
entertainment.
to face the best.
I want to face entertainment. I want to face 8 different teams in the
That's
league
not how
phase.
it should be thought of
I don't
at
want,
all.
I don't want to face the same 3 teams twice and then lose and I got knocked out and I had no entertainment.
But then you aren't a Champions League side. Like you should have the best Champions League sides possible
Is this
to
not an
play in this
entertainment
tournament.
sport?
At the end of the day, the Champions League is the premier league in
Yes,
the world.
yes.
It's the premier
and there's
tournament.
only one winner.
But
Let's
again,
have fun while we get to that winner.
oh my, there's no way you're saying that this is a just have fun league. That's not possible.
Manchester United, the fans want to watch entertainment. Milan, entertainment. Juventus, entertainment.
not
Marseille,
getting that, though.
entertainment. And we all want entertainment.
I get that.
So
but at the end of the day,
we're not all winners.
But I'm thinking of the Champions League. I'm not thinking of Juventus personally or Marseille personally for entertainment-wise. I'm thinking Champions League as a whole needs to be the best teams
I've
possible.
won this question in 5 seconds. Would you say the Champions League is more entertaining now for an average fan?
Say knockouts are the same as last time, just 2 extra games.
Oh, that was a cook sesh.
For who?
Good debate.
How?
I thought Palo won that one.
How?
His point was
How
better.
was that possible? The entertainment, the
No, I disagree.
participation
But
trophy.
He was talking about like every fan around, not
makes the
just
average
like
level
a
of entertainment
specific
higher.
fan.
if I know that a team is just in there to have fun,
And
then they're not a
have fun.
Champions League side.
Winning is only important for one team. Only one team gets to lift it at the end of the day.
No, winning's important for every team.
Sure,
Up
sure.
until you get to the point where two teams are left.
But
That
only
is
one
the,
team
that is the nature of a
succeeded.
tournament.
Did we start a
put the
second
time on that
timer?
one?
Yeah.
Turn it back on.
My bad, my
let's
bad, my
vote.
bad.
Let's vote. Let's
This is
vote.
3, 2, 1.
That's crazy. There's no
Can
way.
I not give that? I'm with the North Americans. I'm gonna
That's
say.
crazy that you guys actually think like a participation league is better.
No,
But that's what it is. You're saying
entertainment.
I know I'm not going to be able
Really,
to.
what do we make the CL for entertainment?
Bro, yeah, but at the end of the day, you're Juve, and you're saying, I'm just happy to play 8 games for revenue. Not for revenue. Off camera, we decided that Pala round was just a warm-up round, won't count for any points, but Europe is still leading 3-2. On to the next topic.
I think that the MLS could be one of the next top 5 leagues.
That's crazy.
What's all the laughing?
Not even the 3, 2, 1.
Didn't even want to count
Luka.
that.
Straight up, bro.
Put the timer on now.
Can I just give you like a basis to start off with? Forza Juve, you know.
Voting
both of them off.
Do that, man.
Is this the same person?
Get a load of this guy.
But what do you think of Spalletti? No.
I'm saying, you think the sport is moving in a direction that favors money? It's a business.
Yeah,
at
the
end of
last
day.
10 years.
Yeah, like we're kind of losing that mom and pop type idea about football. I mean, the US is the best at monetizing things, monetizing sports. If you look at, I did a quick search last night and I saw the top 10 most valuable sports teams in the world. And could you guess how many of them are Premier League clubs?
3, 4.
Zero. All 10 are American. MLB, NBA, and NFL.
Okay.
And if you go anywhere in the world, Manchester United, Real Madrid, Barcelona,
They're massive
Juventus, they're way more known than the LA Dodgers. Way more known than the LA Dodgers. So how is it that Americans have figured out how to make the MLB, which is way less watched, and it's honestly on a severe decline, be bigger than Barcelona or Real Madrid?
But my point, what I would counter that with is, how does that correlate to football on the pitch? How would that
I knew. I'm
force
sure,
them into
exactly.
a top
That's a
5
great
league
question.
in
I haven't
terms of quality?
transitioned to it yet.
Because where would you, wait, hold on.
Give him a second.
Where would you rank the MLS right now in general?
Oh, it's
Sixth?
maybe even a little bit lower. I'd say it's lower than the Portuguese league.
So then it would have to surpass the Portuguese league.
Yeah,
Any other
which I
ones?
think
And
it
the
will.
top 5,
Which I
of
think it will because
But how? Because the MLS's biggest assets right now are like Messi, Suarez, Alves.
for sure.
They're
And those
gonna
people
be
will retire.
in
They will
in
retire in
few
maybe
years.
a few years.
So then
yeah.
how are they going to sustain that? Because even the top young
They'll
players
get-
in America, like
they'll get
Kevin
something new.
Sullivan, they're going to the Premier League straight away. So
Okay.
the youth aren't going to break through and stay.
But
in
there
the
are
MLS.
players that are going to the MLS. LA Galaxy, Puig from Barcelona.
But he's not a top level player.
He's not a top level player because he hasn't developed in Europe. But if you watch him in the MLS,
He
guy's
might be
class.
performing well, but
That's the
he's
problem.
not going to be the difference piece to push him into a top 5
I'm
league.
not saying about current players. I'm talking about the trajectory of the MLS. We have a proven track record that North America knows how to breed successful football,
Okay.
successful teams, sports teams.
That's a valid
So I'm
point.
saying the carryover
But
exists.
is the talent going to be superior to the talent brewing in England,
Homegrown?
Italy, France? Yes.
Homegrown talent.
Yes. Because that's
It
going to
doesn't
be
matter.
very important to boost the league.
I'm saying homegrown talent isn't as important as people think.
That's
No.
tough.
I know where I'm going already.
In 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, man.
I'm not making this a sweep.
Nah.
I think you guys just agree with
I
him.
agree with your point, though. But
Yeah.
the question is player quality. How are we going to attract the player quality to? And I think there is a pathway. You just didn't explain it. But
I got in the
Yeah,
next
no,
one.
his argument was who's going to make the most money. That wasn't
Yeah.
part of the question, right?
But you have to-
Yeah, but that breeds growth.
I'll give you
That
free
breeds
game.
growth.
Money, players follow money, so you have to.
I lost the first one, but I got some more tricks up my sleeve.
3, 2, 1.
Allons-y. Vas-y.
Allez.
Let's fix that. No, let's fix the silliness first of all.
I'm gonna say one.
You see the top 10, they
Yes.
have more money and all
Yes,
that.
exactly.
Because there's less teams. They share the cake, bigger cake like this for less teams in the NFL and the MLB. And it's all shared equally. You don't know that? That's
not
why
shared
they have,
equally.
Yes, it is. That's
It's
exactly
not shared
that.
equally.
They have a salary cap, they have a transfer cap, they have everything cap. So the money, that's what they make big money.
The MLB
And
has a salary
Let's talk about the MLS now.
This guy's
The
just spitting
level
caps.
is crazy. Bro, the MLS,
many teams in the
the level of the
32.
MLS is catastrophic, okay? I'm telling you, first of all, the way you play, you can be bad all season and still get into the playoffs.
You watch
So
MLS?
just for that, that's a silly league. Second of all, bro, you guys bring nothing new. I'm so sorry. Soccer is bigger for women than for
Yes,
men.
that's
I'm
also
telling
true.
you. So now,
a proven
you
track
wanna bring
record that the
MLS,
NWSL can build
you
the league
can
in
invest
America.
in the MLS as much as you want.
Yeah,
the
sure.
talent is pushed for the women footballers
can I make a
rather
point?
than the men footballers.
Can I make a
if
point?
you want footballer talents, you go Africa, you go Spain, you go France, you go anywhere. But
because
not
of-
in America.
Can I say something?
Tell me.
Okay, that's because there's a proven history of dozens and dozens of years that Africa, France, all these places, they breed talent, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The American population is 330 million. Canada.
Pakistan, India, 2 billion. India,
But they're
2
not-
billion.
but they're not
They had the
competing.
Barcelona Academy.
I can't
They
even finish my
closed it.
point. I
They
can't even
closed
finish
the
my
Barcelona
point.
Academy in India. Why? Because
They're not interested in football.
they had talents there. An academy was there.
Currently, baseball's on a decline in America. Football's pretty steady. Football, soccer, is on the way up. It can one day become the biggest sport in the US. And if it does, that's 330 million people that have now diverted their attention through universities, through the right infrastructure to be successful. We have the manpower.
why? Okay.
We have the institutions.
The infrastructure that you're talking about, right?
It's better than Europe.
Like
It's
I
better
said it
than
again.
Europe.
Like I say it again. In India, they had Barcelona Academy, right? Why they can't? Yeah, 2 billion. 2 billion.
There
people.
needs to be
Out of
interest.
2 billion
There
people,
needs to be interest in the
you know
sport.
the interest. There is an interest. There's 2 billion people. They didn't manage to make a team. And you, with 330 million, just because you're American, you can become the best top 5 team.
Of course,
You
of
see?
course.
That's the problem.
Of course.
It's the American ego.
We have
Thinking.
the people, we have the money, and we have the interest.
People.
We're building.
Christian Pulisic.
Respect. Respect.
LeBron
the best
James of
player on
soccer.
Marseille.
He's about to win MVP.
You'll be the best player on
The
Marseille.
LeBron James of soccer, respect.
Okay. In 3, 2,
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't.
Are you bugging? No,
No.
that's because he's your friend.
No. Yeah, I didn't
I
like
would
the
like
point.
to bring something up about
I
the
didn't like
India
the point.
point. About the India point is that they just have no infrastructure there to ever.
They had a whole academy made, a structure with less people that can come in that are actually being tested.
Yeah, but-
tested by the level.
Yeah, but the US
So by being tested, they accepted in the academy. But still, they didn't manage to come professional.
Brother, Canada wasn't at a World Cup for 40 years. All of a sudden, we spent a couple years on infrastructure and building up those academies. All of a sudden, we're making
made the
World
World
Cup.
Got to bring that up.
Ah, man. Okay, next one.
So it's 1-1 on my round. Let's see who the third debater is.
All right, let's get it.
Straight to the point.
Bro,
Bro,
these guys are ready to go.
Come on in.
These
All right,
UK
let's
dogs
get
are
it.
ready
See
to
you.
go.
All right,
I'll let you start us off.
let's put some timelines on this. How
sure.
long before you think the MLS will be in the top 5 leagues?
It's going to be hard to know exactly when they surpass because they're not playing in the same competition, right?
All right, but when do you think?
It'll have
When
to
do
be
you
going off of a common consensus, but I would say I can say surely in the next decade.
So in the next 10 years, you
In the
think?
next decade.
Oh, guy's lost his mind.
Yeah,
So
10
I'll
years.
give you an example of multiple leagues who tried this for a period. Chinese league had so much money for a period. They did. They had a lot of money.
Government
and they had the. We're not talking about corruption here. We're just talking about money.
Government intervention.
And that goes to the early
I'll give you
point.
counterpoints, but just quick one words. China, culture. It's hard for a European. It's much harder for someone from the UK to integrate into Chinese culture than it is to American culture. So it's hard to get transfers, even if you throw money bags at them.
But then we'll go to Russia.
Yeah, that's same situation.
And now we go to Saudi.
Same situation.
No. Right, so let's go to one of the other
I heard
points.
they're
about-
learning Russian and Chinese in Saudi schools now.
In Saudi, loads of people speak English. I'd say probably close like 90% of people speak English. The culture
Saudi does
generally,
make a good environment.
and Saudi has more money than America.
What's the population of Saudi?
Right, I'm not a geographist.
Just ballpark, like ballpark. Is it?
I want to say it's probably quite
20,
similar to
25
America.
million? 25 million, 30 million maybe?
I think it's a lot.
America.
No.
330
I said it's
million?
closer to America than what you're going to say. And he said 25 million.
I don't know. I
Listen,
will
we
check.
can look at
We
it.
don't need
We can get a
Google.
fact check on the
I'm
screen.
saying,
Okay?
so
It's
you-
maybe 1/10 of America.
So you were competing on the money front. Saudi's got just as much money, if not potentially
sure.
more money. They've also attracted many players already. And it's a more infant league than where the MLS is right now.
But do they have people growing up playing in universities? Do they have infrastructure?
Well, I'm not from Saudi Arabia, but they've definitely got the infrastructure.
But then how are you arguing that Saudi Arabia can make a good spot for football?
So you were talking about the Club World Cup and the infrastructure you guys had. It didn't prove anything. You couldn't get people in the stadium. If you look at the Saudi League right now, they're filling out the stadium.
No, they aren't.
They absolutely are. They absolutely are.
I mean, if you look at the average ratings, the average people attendance, bro, they can barely get 4,000 people.
Equally, the infancy of that league and the amount of attention that league gets, the amount of money that league gets,
It gets no attention.
It absolutely gets
Unless
attention.
it's Al
bro.
Nasser, Al Hilal, Al Ali.
In the same case, the only team.
Can any of us name a bottom 5 team in the Saudi league?
Bro, yeah, but
Qadisiyah.
That's because of Obama.
But if you're looking at if you look at the MLS, right? Apart from Messi, no one watches the MLS.
No, that's not
In
true.
America, we have viewership in our own country.
But no one else is watching. Also, time difference is a big key factor in this because when your guys' games are on, we're not watching them. Whereas Saudi time difference is 3 hours.
But we watch. I mean, I watch European football. I'm in a different time zone.
Yeah,
Why? Because it's the best.
yeah, exactly.
It is the best.
My final question before we get to the voting. You said obviously it's going to be a top 5 league in 10 years. So which of the top 5 leagues is it going to overtake?
Say it, bro.
Good question.
No way.
Answer just for the cameras, for those at home. Answer.
It's gonna be leaguer.
That's crazy.
Top, man. There you are. Man, what the hell, man?
I'll
Yo,
also
this
put
guy-
forward.
yo, you
I'll put
my
forward.
up.
I'll put forward City also.
Okay.
You
Now
my
we lost the
That's
plot.
actually my up.
We've lost the
You my
plot.
up.
Yeah.
You my up.
That's the end now. That's the end.
Yeah, there's no way. There isn't actually a league for you guys to take over.
In 3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
Boys, put your affiliations away.
They're
I
voting.
low-key agree with him.
Then he wins.
But it's not
He
about who you
debated
agree
better. He
with.
debated. I agree with
Yeah,
you.
he's fighting the debate.
North America took another L. Maybe I should have stayed on that side when I joined the Europeans. But on to the fourth debate.
On to the next topic, and I believe that Messi could still be a top player in the Premier League.
3, 2, 1.
Throwing the flies like that, bro. is
the
crazy.
Ronaldo fan.
So to be clear, we're talking about today, 2026.
Yes.
Yeah, 2026.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, okay. Lionel Messi, right?
Who's balling out in the MLS, by the way.
Balling out in the hamburger league, hot dog league, it doesn't mean that you can do it in the Prem.
But would you not say-
Ronaldo doing it in the Camel League, it doesn't mean that he's going to do it in the Prem. Listen, Messi is level, okay, brace on brace here and there, left and right, but he's walking on the pitch, right? He's playing Nashville every weekend.
It's
He's
not about-
playing Nashville non-stop. And you think they can come to the Premier League and do as much beats that he's doing in the MLS?
Is Messi a very technical player?
He is a very good technical player, but he's a 36-year-old
Does technical
player.
ability make you a top prospect in the Premier League?
At 36?
Yes.
Give me
Doesn't matter the age.
Give me,
Why does the age matter?
Listen, give me an old player that done beats in the Premier League.
Thiago Silva at
Thiago
Chelsea.
Silva. Okay. Now we talk about Thiago Silva. What's his position?
Center back.
Center back. Do you have to run a lot as a center back?
Why? Does Messi have to
No,
run?
I'm asking you. Do you have to run a lot as a center back?
You have to run less than a striker.
You have
sure.
to run less than a striker or than a winger. Okay. Messi now in the Premier League, the football that you have to play, you know, it's going to be very, very fast.
What do you think the MLS is? The MLS is slow?
He's walking super. Come on, dog.
The MLS is...
Come on, dog.
The MLS is a
We're
physical
talking
league.
about the level of the Premier League right now. Messi, yes, in the MLS is doing bits because he's doing bits in flip-flops. In the Premier League, this is next level, bro. Give me players in the position of Messi right now that are doing bits in the Premier League.
The position... Right now?
Yeah, who?
You could talk about like a Jamie Vardy who, at the end of his career,
Oh,
he
la,
came
la,
out.
la,
He
la,
won
la.
the Golden Boot at the end of his career.
Okay.
Was it because of physicality? No, he's just a good player.
He's literally born and bred in the English system. He's playing as a proper full striker.
You don't believe if you put Messi in Man City, he wouldn't cook?
Messi went
With Haaland, just he doesn't have to run. The other guys run for
Messi
him.
went to the French league, right? He did all right, but he didn't do to a level.
That was
He
a
didn't do
PSG problem.
PSG problem?
Yes, come on, that defense was atrocious.
So what the hell are you chatting
They
about?
change coaches every year.
Brother, what are you chatting about? Messi in the Premier League,
Pochettino, Tuchel.
even in Man City, Messi would be a liability.
That's just
He
cap.
wouldn't be as efficient as he is right now.
So
in
you
the
don't
MLS,
rate
that's a fact.
Cherki? Do you rate Cherki?
J'aime beaucoup Cherki.
He doesn't run a lot.
It's not about that only. That's what
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
Technical ability supersedes physical ability.
But I'm telling you, the technical ability of Messi right now as
It's superior to any other player in the
superior to any
world.
other player. But who is playing in front of him? He won't be able to
Haaland.
do it the way he's doing it in Nashville. That's what I'm telling
Who's
you.
the top players in the Premier League that you would say?
Flipping Bukayo Saka. What about that?
Messi's better than Saka. Come on. Good debate.
3, 2, 1.
I think he just spoke louder. He countered his points well. He spoke
There was
more.
definitely a point when Vava was ready to put the red flag up and something
Yes,
changed.
but I'm gonna point.
I'm a number one French hater, so I don't know about
I'm gonna say why. Okay, He said what 36-year-old played well in the Premier
Ronaldo.
League? Yeah,
A lot of
you're a
them.
big Ronaldo fan. Would you say he sucked in the Premier League at
Everybody's
36?
telling that his time at United is a flop.
Yeah,
Did he score more than
sucked.
50
I agree,
goals?
I
But was
agree,
it
he sucked.
objectively?
He
Was it a
scored more
flop?
than 15 goals though. That was a successful stint.
Goal-wise, was it a
Just
flop?
Man United is garbage.
You're moving the goalpost.
So the North American get this point. On to the next contestant.
In 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Oh boy.
Get it?
I would like some clarification.
Yeah.
How far are we talking? Because I do believe Messi will be very good, but how are you talking like a top 5 type thing?
Top 20. Okay, top five, top five.
See guys like that. You see guys like that. Top 5. Now give me your 5.
My 5
That you
on the
think
spot
Haaland
right now?
is,
Well,
yeah.
I think Haaland is better.
Okay.
Just because of his physicality. He's obviously a generational striker.
Sure.
The other ones, do you like a Salah maybe? Obviously, maybe a Cole Palmer. You're more of a Premier League fan. I'm a Milan fan. So if you have other names,
I mean, there are players. We can go to Arsenal. We can go to Saka. We can go to the likes of Gabriel. Oh,
I disagree. Like Saka is not better than Messi.
as in 2025.
Yeah. I think you put Messi on that right wing, he's gonna do
On
just
the
as
right
good.
wing, even.
No.
I think he is shifting more to the central positions like a Cam.
Oh.
But in terms like you need to restructure your team at the end of the day because it is Messi. So throughout history, like Messi has never run that much. He's just a technical player. He's a machine in midfield in terms of creativity. If you're looking to a Messi to press, you got it all wrong. Messi's not a
I'm not asking
presser.
him to press, but top 5 is where you've lost me, and then saying the whole Saka thing as well. Because for example, I thought Florian Wirtz was incredible. He's come to the Premier League. He's playing in a similar position we could argue Messi would play, right?
That is true, yeah.
And what's he been doing?
But I think just Liverpool right now is just managed by a bad coach.
So
in
much
terms-
the team.
So hold on. So then you're saying he has to be in the best team possible, and then he'll be top 5.
No. I think you obviously if you put him at a Watford or maybe a Wolves, he'll perform less, but he'd still be a top quality player.
But if we're going top 5, it means it don't matter where you're playing. You are top 5 there.
Okay, but in terms of IQ, he's still the best.
Facts.
Dribbling, he's still the best. You could the Premier League is a physical league, of course. But so is the MLS, which is a physical league, and he's thriving.
No, you've lost me. Yeah,
They're both physical leagues. Would you say?
like Montreal Impact and all this kind of stuff?
respect Montreal.
Disrespect.
CF Montreal.
Oh, you've changed it now. Yeah.
I just think technical.
Columbus Crew.
I think
Champions, by
technical.
MLS Cup winners, respect.
I just think technical ability supersedes physicality. Like as a player,
In general, yes.
Yes.
But to get top 5 again in the Premier League to be consistent, you're basically agreeing that he has to be at the best team possible to have the best surroundings for him to cook. He cannot go to West Ham and cook. Like, right now, obviously, prime Messi, no debates
but
to be had.
which player is at West Ham and is the top 5 player in the league?
Yeah, neither of them.
But I mean, obviously
For
he
me
needs to be
for
to
me
a top team.
For me to be top 5, okay, fairs. I still think Saka's better than him right now. He'll be more productive week in, week out. 38 games
Yeah.
plus the 20 of Champions League. In MLS, he can go and have burgers for a week. He comes back to Miami. He's on holiday.
The
he comes
technical
back.
quality is just too high.
But Saka could do that in the MLS also. Eat a burger on the weekend and come and destroy everyone.
That's why he's better.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I mean, wasn't Messi in the MLS at the time that he won the World Cup?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Nice. You know you want to. When they start thinking, that means, I want to back my boy,
Yeah,
but at the same time.
You had a good point
I
about the
agree
teams,
with-
the
I
lower
agree
level.
Have
with
you
the
voted
point.
for us at any point in this video? Have you voted for us?
Yes, I
Yeah.
think he had. He may have voted for one for me.
Are you
I
sure?
have one.
Against
Just
Luka,
the
I
Europe
think.
seems to make some very good points. That's
Yeah. I sense a little bit of bias coming from the European side.
never.
The Europeans get this one. On to the next contestant.
3, 2, 1.
No way, no Europeans wanted.
Yeah, good choice. Good choice.
It takes a massive
He wants to
prem.
come and win at the end. I hear it.
It takes a massive prem head to come and
Brought his
defend the
flags
league.
with him.
Another bandwagon.
It takes a North American prem head to come defend
Crazy
the
work.
Premier League. It's crazy. The Premier League's just way too high of a level for Messi right now at this point in his career.
What would you say? What's high level about it? Like, what's your definition of high level?
When he left Europe, PSG, he was probably not a top 5 player then.
Thank you.
But he won a Ballon d'Or and he won
He
the.
wasn't a top 5 player in Europe.
He won the World Cup.
Yeah, he was an amazing player back then, but like you could say Mbappe, Neymar, Haaland were all better than him at that point.
I mean, Messi showed it in the World Cup that he led Argentina to a World Cup.
I saw the value, but nowadays when you watch Messi, it's like he's covering no ground. He's really
you keep bringing up running. Messi has never run in his life. He's always
So
been
can
a
you name
technical
me?
player.
Can you name me one Premier League? Football has evolved. Can you name me one Premier
Football
League
has not
player?
evolved
Football
because-
has evolved. It's a lot more physical now. Players are hitting running distances that have never been hit before in football. Like each game, every season teams are running more and more. The the level of physicality at the top level is so much higher than it was 10 years ago.
And you don't think Messi could give you a world-class 60 minutes and then you sub him off? There's ways to go around this.
Well,
There's
first of
too
all,
much running
are you a
situation.
top 5 player in the league if you have to get subbed off at the 60th minute every single week?
You could be. If you give me 2 goals at the beginning of the half and then you get subbed off at half, you're still the best.
But you're talking about literally Haaland. You're talking about Haaland. Like you're literally
terms of
talking about
goals?
only he in this league comes in, scores 2 goals at halftime, and then get like.
I mean, Cherki did it a couple of weeks ago.
but
He's
once.
played 1 week.
But he showed he could do it
Yeah, but you can't do
in
every
60 minutes.
The point is Haaland.
Cherki has done it once. Like, let's not use Cherki as an example because we don't even know if Cherki's good yet or not. Like, he's played
Sure.
2 games.
So give me another example. I mean, Haaland, I do
There's
agree
no
he is better than
examples of
Messi.
players that have low physicality that are elite in the Premier League. It doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. Players like that, they come to the league and they get tossed around for a couple weeks and then they fuck back off to the Bundesliga or some shit.
That's just not true.
That's what happens.
That's just not true. We've seen older players come to the Premier League and be a very serviceable player.
Jadon Sancho in the Bundesliga.
Jadon Sancho's a flop.
Exactly, because he doesn't have the phizicality for the Premier League.
But you're comparing Jadon Sancho to Messi?
Jadon Sancho at Dortmund was dropping, 20 goals, 20 assists seasons?
You're comparing, he is.
You just compared him to Messi.
All right.
Because he's a highly...
You're forgetting the IQ. Messi is just a smart player. And if you build a team around him, he will make it work.
I
Sancho just
disagree.
doesn't, he's just not a good player.
I
doesn't have the
disagree.
IQ, the mentality.
I disagree.
I can't believe he just did that.
3, 2, 1.
I think Barber lost.
Vavar threw that.
Yeah.
Brought up Sancho.
Comparing
Are you
Jadon Sancho
kidding
to
me?
Messi?
Why are we forgetting
This
that?
guy brought up Cherki compared to Messi, but Sancho...
I didn't
Which
compare
one's the
them.
worst
Sancho won
comparison?
Golden Boy
What's
is
the
a
worst
fucking
comparison?
ridiculous.
What's the
I
worst
didn't compare him.
comparison? Cherki or Sancho? What's the worst comparison?
You're taking it
Sancho.
now. If I
But
go
they're
back
both-
5 years and I say
That's the
Sancho,
worst comparison.
if I go
That's
back 5 years and I
disgraceful.
say Sancho, you're not going to call me crazy.
But why are we
I'm talking about
comparing
Cherki now
Messi
and
to
Sancho.
mortals?
Because it's players that are
different.
literally that don't run.
We're
but
talking about the
they're
best
just
player of all
technical
time.
ability.
This is just levels
this
ahead.
is the
Both-
Messi
both
that
in
we're
IQ
watching
and
right
technical
now is not
ability.
the best player
Okay,
of all
it's a
time.
tie. It's a tie, though. I mean,
Crazy.
3-3.
Stupid.
It's fair. It's box to box, guys.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Europeans get the W on this one. The North Americans will get the get back in North America, hopefully in the future.
Definitely some bias on the European side, but
Agreed.
we'll get into that off camera.
What?
But thank you to the patrons scrolling across the screen. Without you guys, we cannot do awesome content like this. So we truly appreciate it from the bottom of our heart. And boys, I think we can send them off.
I want to see the North Americans in the comments. Show them that we come in numbers.
We know ball.
Yeah.
We know ball. Tell
So
them
all
we know
330
ball.
million of them.
Exactly.
Take care, everyone.
Take care, guys.
Ciao.